Today we shall discuss the social contract theory of the state. What is social contract theory? The concept of social contract theory is that in the beginning man lived in the state of nature. They had no government and there was no law to regulate them. There were hardships and oppression on the sections of the society. To overcome from these hardships, they entered into two agreements which are Pactum Unionis and Pactum Subjectionis. By the first Pact of Unionis, people sought their protection of their lives and property. As a result of it, a society was formed where people undertook to respect each other and live in peace and harmony. By the second pact of subjectionis, people united together and pledged to obey an authority and surrendered the whole or part of their freedom and rights to an authority. The authority guaranteed everyone protection of life, property, and to a certain extent liberty. Analysis of the theory of social contract by Thomas Hobbes. Thomas Hobbes' theory of social contract appeared for the first time in Leviathan, published in the year 1651 during the Civil War in Britain. Thomas Hobbes' legal theory is based on social contract. According to him, prior to the social contract, man lived in the state of nature. Man's life in the state of nature was one of fear and selfishness. Man lived in chaotic condition of constant fear. Life in the state of nature was solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. Man has a natural desire for security and order. In order to secure self protection and self preservation and to avoid misery and pain, man entered into a contract. This idea of self preservation and self protection are inherent in man's nature, and in order to achieve this, they voluntarily surrendered all their rights and freedoms to some authority by this contract who must command obedience. As a result of this contract, the mightiest authority is to protect and preserve their lives and property. This led to the emergence of the institution of the ruler or monarch, who shall be the absolute head. Subjects had no rights against the absolute authority or the sovereign, and he is to be obeyed in all situations, however bad or unworthy he might be. However, Hobbes placed moral obligations on the sovereign who shall be bound by natural law.